Good afternoon, Red Raven fans. We are live here from J. Herkelman Court in Coffeyville, Kansas, ready to kick off this 4 o'clock men's game between the CCC Red Ravens and Cloud County Community College Thunderbirds. Women played at 2 o'clock. Unfortunately, they lost. Looking to bounce back from that, though, the men's team, as our starting five is called out. Last time out, men at Hutchinson. Tough game there. Big loss. Looking to bounce back today. And as I said earlier, probably looking to bounce back from a turkey coma as well. Happy belated Thanksgiving to all of you guys out there. Joining me today, the man with the plan, Zach Mitchell. What's going on, man?
It's good to be back. It's good to be back on the air. Like you mentioned, this Tuesday of this week, Coffeyville went into Hutchinson and came away with a loss, the first loss of the season. So the men's team, sitting at 7-1, 3-1 in conference, are looking to, again, bounce back with an explosive feat. They can do that, but this Cloud County team has faced some adversity of their own, and it should be a good game. Yeah,
it should be a very competitive game, as it always is in the Jayhawk Conference.
Yep.
Now, looking at the Jayhawk Conference standings, Barton at 4-0, Cali at 4-0. Like you said, Coffeyville with its first loss just the other day at 3-1. Hutch at 3-1. Dodge City at 3-1 as well.
Yeah, it's this early in the season. It's a little bit packed here in the conference. Everybody's trying to figure out where they stand. So sometimes those standings can get a little jumbled.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. So a team like Cloud, who is 1-3 in conference, they're still very dangerous.
Absolutely.
They're still a very good team overall.
Well, in the junior college ranks, those freshmen and sophomores can grow up real quickly.
All right, and so tip goes to Cloud. We'll have Cedric Rowland out there. He was at the tip. Number 11, Joshua Hill. Number 1, Malik Keith. Number 3, TJ Washington. Number 23, Anthony Jones. That's the starting five for the Red Ravens.
Really kind of a veteran team for Coffeyville, as you got almost all of their returning players, 4 sophomores out there, 1 in a transfer Hill, 3 in Washington, Keith and Rowland, and then a redshirt freshman in Jones. So about as old of a lineup as you can get in college basketball here at the junior college level.
I like it overall. Red Ravens looking to set a tone early, that's for sure.
Yep.
Happy to see Seth out there in the starting five.
Well, he's a bucket getter, and he'll be playing center at 6'7", got a long wingspan.
And I like our big man rotation overall. You know, Queen and Miller off the bench as we see a weave on this left-hand side. Traveling call. Just a little too quick with the feet. Anthony Jones there.
Yep. Well, it's one of those, you know, it's a mid-Saturday afternoon here. And, again, you're trying to get rid of the effects of turkey, which is notorious for causing you to be a little bit sleepy.
Well, and I'll say this. Zach, you were here for the women's game. Some of you guys might not have been tuned in, but both women teams came out with a lot of intensity. You know, like you said, Saturday afternoon game can be tough, but the women's team came out firing. Let's see what the men's teams will do.
Yeah, the women's team just unable to get a lot of shots to go in through the hoop. But they again, both teams playing fast, and these men's Red Ravens love to play fast. We've got nobody has scored as we've got our first foul of the basketball game. We're yet to hit a minute, several stoppages, and yet to hit a minute here in the game. 19-11 left in this first half.
A lot of action so far. They're just going to get Hill with too much body there.
Yeah, and he's a big guy. He's got a lot of body to give.
Yes, he does. And like you said, accurate observation with the women's game. They executed their plays. They played well, if you ask me. Shots just didn't fall. And, you know, some of those 50-50 balls just didn't go their way.
And that happens. That's why you play a lot of conference games, is to, you know, things will go right how they're supposed to go throughout the season.
Yeah, then things will work themselves out. Sky Jasper, not the game that she's used to. Some other players as well. As a shot goes up, rebounded. Red Ravens looking to fly.
Smallest guy on the court comes down with it, Malik Keith.
Picked up his dribble a little too early, but going to get over to Jones. Jones to Hill. Hill over to Washington.
Yeah, Coffey yet to get a shot up. That'll be Washington with the pass to Keith.
Open shot. Ooh, and it's good.
Yep, 3-0. That's a nice pass. Washington baseline to Jones to Keith, and somebody broke down on defense.
Yeah. Ooh, and a traveling call, just didn't gather himself quick enough. And going back to that last play, Zach, did you see the seal-off by Cedric Rowland there?
It was nice. That's a veteran move. We talk about the sophomores.
Exactly, and allowed Washington to get into the lane, no problem, as Jones from the corner. Bam! There you go.
We've seen a couple of breakdowns. Coffeyville bailed out with the travel on that last time down, and then there, Jones with a wide-open three. You don't want to give him that.
Smooth stroke right there.
Both teams trying to get it figured out. The drive and the miss off the lip, and it's going to be CCC basketball.
All right.
6 quick points. That's 2 3-pointers for you math fans out there, and we're at 18-12 left in the first half.
Hold on, Zach. Give me a minute to do this math.
Right,
you know how I am.
Well,
okay, 6. There we go.
There you
All
go.
right.
There you go.
Ball over to Hill. Hill over to Jones. Looking for Rowland on the inside. No go there. Going to reverse it back.
That's a big screen from Hill at the top of the key. Rolling into the lane. Oh, and a second walk of this game for the Red Ravens.
Interesting there. Herkelman and all is also asking some questions of the referee.
Yeah, he does that from time to time.
And I think he's entitled to that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so 6-0 so far, 17 minutes. About 18 minutes left in this first half.
Yep, just under. Ravens kind of packing it in on defense, giving Cloud a lot of chances to shoot threes.
Whoa, and
it's going to be another walk. So
inadvertent travel and inadvertent, what do you mean there, Dirk? Well, I don't think he realized he had the ball.
It was one of those. He kind of got caught up in the masses of the lane there and just kind of got stuck.
Well, I'm going to give credit to CCC defense
Yes,
right there.
should.
A lot of activity on the ball, not letting him get anything easy.
Yep. Oh, and they missed Rowland in the block. They had him on the lob there. Simple inbounds pass. He's going to hit the step back. No good.
Go in there and battle, said.
Yeah, I do like the step back, but if you can make contact first, it's a cleaner look than just going straight up like that.
He has that stroke, though, that's for sure.
He does, yeah. He's really worked on the perimeter game. He has the 15-footer, nice top of the key three, and it looked good from the release up until the point of it landed on nothing.
It looked very pretty coming out. It was nice execution on the play, but just
right-handed shooter going
mark.
left. Yep, can get his feet square under him. 17 to go, 6-0 Coffeyville over the visiting Cloud County Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds.
Yes. Washington going to draw the foul. That'll be the first on Cloud County, and he's really added, I think Washington's done a good job of adding a burst of speed off the bounce there, and then they're doing the wheel kind of dribble handoff up so high off the top that he allows them to get a nice head of speed down into the lane, and that's where he draws the foul.
That offense is almost like a wishbone offense in football. You don't know who to follow. You don't know where the ball's going to go.
It's all about communication.
And Washington is the running back. You know what I mean? He's so close to the ground. He's quick. Like he said, he's worked on his first step. Rolling, looking inside to Hill. Hill.
Just too high of a pass. Hill, good effort to track it down, just tracked it down out of bounds. So both teams, turnovers aplenty, which coaches hate to see. But 6-0 lead for Coffeyville. Cloud yet to get a basket. Had some good looks. Unable to knock it down. 16 and a half, in the first half to go.
Just needing to work things out a little bit, execution-wise, do the Red Ravens.
Yep.
It's there.
Ooh, and a nice nice spin move off the glass. No good. Burt Jr. for Cloud. Just the lefty couldn't quite get it up over the rim.
And good job by Roland there not to foul, really. Just stayed with him, put a hand in his face, and obviously it did enough. Rolling up and under. Ooh.
That's going to be, I believe, the first on Sean Lee, a 6'6" sophomore from semi-local Kansas City, Missouri.
I thought Roland was about to pull out the old school Dr. J there and go one-handed up under the backboard.
Well, I kind of like, though, just going up strong into the contact.
I love it, yes.
Had no chance to make it, but he knew he was going to get fouled. Ooh.
Rare miss there for Roland, but he's going to come back and sink this next one.
For a big man, he's shooting pretty good from the free throw line. Early in the year, he was up to over 80%. It's 16-13 left in this first half. Again, Coffeyville still up 6-0. Dirk's guaranteed this make, though.
Bam, there we go.
There you go. Called his shot, 7-0 Coffeyville.
And Coffeyville for the season, 48% from the field. So they're shooting a pretty good percentage. 82 points per game as well.
Yeah,
not bad.
They will put up some baskets in a hurry, and that's considering they only put up 60-something against Hutchinson their last time out on the court.
Well, 99-62, lost to Hutchinson. A loss like that, I think you just throw away the tape and just go to practice. You know what I mean? Just look forward to the next game overall.
Well, I know Coach Herkelman might not throw away the tape, but he does love getting their minds right in practice.
Good point there. Drive.
Nice help by
dishes
Roland.
back out.
And that's the first points of the game for both Burt and his team, the Thunderbirds from Cloud County.
Good execution there. Drive. Dish out. Nice left-handed stroke.
And Roland operating at the top of the key. Washington been quiet. Nice dish to Hill. And I like the two big man offense, which you don't see very often at any level anymore.
True.
But if you want to draw fouls, if you want to put pressure on the other team's defense, you get it into the lane. The best way to do that is get it to the big guys.
Washington going to throw this one in. Looks for Keith Long.
I believe Marshall's checked in the ball game, so 3 really quick guards out there for Coffeyville. Washington,
just off the mark.
off and just off of Roland's hand. So 7-2 Coffeyville, 15:24 left in the first half, and both teams struggling to find the mark. The turkey still might be impacting them, Dirk.
I like that look though.
Oh, it was a good look. Yep, right out the out of bounds play and.
Cloud looking to get something going here. Motion offense.
Again, wow, Coffeyville just really packed in the lane, not even just daring Cloud to get an open look from 3, and Cedric Rowland shoved his man out of bounds.
Well, and Zach, I was going to say, great job of showing, but then whenever he recovered back, just way too much body there.
Extra physicality. I don't even think you're allowed to do that on punt returns anymore, right? You can't chuck the guy out of bounds? Freedom of movement?
We'll look that one up. We'll get Coach Likert up here to discuss some rules. But
there you go.
Big men's substitution, Jackson Miller and Keon Queen coming in.
Yep, some fresh legs.
Big man rotation for the Red Ravens. I like it a lot.
Yeah, they got thinner, but they got taller. With Miller at 6'6", almost 6'7", and Queen at 6'9", a good athlete, freshman.
I like the fresh legs just at the front court. You know what I mean? Just able to throw fresh legs out there.
Oh, and great defense on the block by the little guy in Marshall. They're running.
Looking for an opening.
Nobody stopped him.
Nice job there. 2 points.
Yep. Now Coffeyville struggling to get back on D. Nope, they do just fine. Well, they give up the open look. The set shot, you don't see that very often.
No, you really
anymore.
don't, to tell you the truth. He had time to look at that one and buried it.
Yep. Washington going to be shooting 2. The score is 9-5. 14 minutes and 30 seconds. 31 count it left in this first half. This game's really picked up in the last couple.
Yes, it has. Washington, great job of using his body there,
Yep.
not only to make space, but he also knew he was going to get the contact and he was going to get that foul.
Well, and there's the freedom that a sophomore point guard has from a Hall of Fame head coach to be able to just push the pace there. There really wasn't anything set. There really wasn't much going on in the offense. They had the defense on their heels, and Washington just takes advantage.
What a luxury to have a point guard with so much experience.
Yep.
Also deep into the tournament, both tournaments last year, conference and national. So a lot of experience there. Yeah, you can just let him do what he has to do.
Yeah, and a couple of free throws slop their way in. 11-5. Coffeyville leads over the visiting Cloud County Thunderbirds. 14.5 to go in the first half.
You see a press here from the Red Ravens.
And it looked like his feet shuffled.
Yeah, he hopped, skipped, and jumped right there, but no call from the ref.
Yeah. Might have figured he got helped a little bit.
Either way, Weave up top. Looking to create some space here.
And again, Coffeyville giving up the 3.
Oh.
Well, they gave up a bank shot. It's a holiday break.
I was going to say Saturday late afternoon. I don't know if the bank's still open, but
it was open on that drive. Not even a kiss, more like a thrust off the glass. Miller for a long 3, kind of a big man extending his range.
I like that a lot, actually. I didn't realize he had that within his game. Keon Queen goes down, unfortunately, but Miller, great job protecting the rim there.
Absolutely.
Washington,
nice wall off.
Head of steam.
Ooh!
Left-handed kiss right there. Smooch, smooch. There you go.
Yeah. Nice job to be under control and moving at that speed.
And the left hand. Ooh, nice pass from Cloud there.
Well, and that's Marshall a little bit late on the rotation there as he gives up an easy entry pass. So it's going to be 2 free throws for Cloud County. That's number 34, Brayon Jackson, 6'8" freshman from D.C. 13-7 is your score. 13:25 left in the first half.
So far, great intensity from both teams.
And the booth up here.
It's getting pretty crazy up here. I will say that right now.
We're not held back by any turkey consumption we've had over the week. Nice free throw for Jackson.
I've had plenty of popcorn today too. That's one of my favorite parts about coming to a ball game.
Your review earlier said it was good salt intake, or was it a little bit?
Well, it depends on what I would say or what my doctor would say.
Well,
you know what I mean, my doctor probably would say no, probably not too good with the salt intake, but I give it 2 thumbs up.
There you go. Brought to you, that popcorn review brought to you by Dirk Andrews.
No problem. No problem.
Both free throws go down for the big man from Cloud. 13-9. Coffeyville still leads. They've led this whole game, in fact. Done damage from both inside and the 3.
Keon Queen making some space. Good job there. Wanted the ball the whole time. Knew in his head what he was going to do.
Yeah, little baby hook there on the block. Nice little kind of spin to free him up.
And there he is on the defensive end. Nice job. Good hustle.
Yep, they're going to get the ball still to Cloud, but the big man showing some effort, and he gets some applause from head coach Jay Herkelman.
Applause from the crowd as well.
Yeah.
We can appreciate that type of hustle.
And sometimes bench players aren't necessarily reserves. They're still stars. You bring them in, though, they get to get a feel for the game. They come in with a lot of energy and know they got to make some plays.
Well, and think about this, too. A day like today, afternoon game, we're up 6, but, in an instant, we could be up 12. We could be up 14,
or
with some hustle plays
6.
like that.
A lead can go up or down either way real quickly, especially as well as Coffeyville shoots the 3 ball, and as Cloud gets to the rim.
Double screen up top.
Yeah, little picket fence almost. Nice stutter step and a jump shot is good. Boy, the long mid-range shot, the long 2, Cloud is incorporating. You don't see it very often.
Left-handed shot, too, as well.
Yep.
And we always kind of make fun of this, but, yeah, the jump shot is worth 2, the dunk's worth 2, the layup's worth 2. It's all worth 2, so.
Ooh, and Queen, some contact, and ball knocked out of bounds by Cloud. He lost his handle. Big man moving a little too quick.
Yeah, and I think a pretty good no call there. Just both going for the ball, but fortunate, I think, to get the ball back there. Queen, just slow yourself down, make your move. He's definitely capable of it, that's for sure.
Got the talent. Washington goes baseline. Reverse is no good. Just crawls out. 15-11. Coffeyville leads. 12-20 to go in the first half.
He had a lot of English on that ball, that's for sure. That almost crawled right in.
Yeah, he definitely almost passed Comp 1 with that one.
Clever.
Yeah, well, it's Saturday. Ooh, and we're going to get a reach and a foul. Looks to be on Washington, his first.
That's a tough call.
Yeah. Not saying there wasn't a foul on the play. Don't know if it was from him, though.
That's true. I mean, both him and Keith came over to help out on that drive.
Yep. 15-11 again, 12:08 left in the first half. Looks like to be Anthony Jones is going to be checking back in.
First free throw off there.
Yeah, just a little off to the side. Washington's going to be checking out, so Malik Keith, the sharpshooter, is going to be moving over to the point.
I like that luxury we have for this team. Capable guards.
A lot of depth.
Guards who can play the 2 and the 1.
Well, in the second free throw, nothing but net. Looked good from the line. So the lead down to 3 for Coffeyville as we hit 12 minutes left.
High screen from Miller.
Jones looking to drive. Nope, going to pass it over to Miller in the post. And he's going to lose it out of bounds. Looked to be off his knee. Again, the big guys from off the bench are looking to make plays, but they're going a little bit too quickly.
Well, and unfortunately for Miller there, he did everything pre-pass, but once he got the pass, it just almost like he ran without the ball, like a wide receiver in football.
You got to look it all the way in, and we're going to get a reach there on Keith. Kind of a ticky-tack foul out there. That's the 5th on Coffeyville, so getting near the bonus there. 4 team fouls on Cloud. That's Keith's first. Cloud can tie the game or get within 1 on this possession, although they haven't shot a lot of threes, made 1. Haven't really done much to take a lot of looks from there.
A lot of 2-man game, a lot of motion from them, and here we see it again down the middle. Good job from Queen to come over and contest that shot.
Well, and we're going to have a discussion over who the ball was off of, and it will be awarded to Coffeyville, so you didn't come down with the rebound, but you still retain possession.
It's a battle down there.
It really is.
That's for sure.
A lot of height, a lot of athleticism on the block. We're under 11.5 to go in the first half. Coffeyville, again, still leads by 3, 15-12. Marshall into the lane drive and a foul. So a lot of whistles here early.
Yeah, that's true. Excellent job by him to weave himself into that lane.
Yep, kind of did a jump stop to kind of gather himself. And he's going to draw contact and shoot 2 free throws here.
Defense not able to keep up with him.
He's a quick guy.
Yes, he is, and we have that luxury. A rotation of big men and also of guards who are just very quick and can score.
Ooh, and a nice stroke from the freshman guard. Marshall extends the lead to 2 possessions. 11:21 left in the first half. Both teams kind of settling down now. We kind of were sporadic here in the first couple minutes, but ever since then, both teams playing much more cohesive basketball.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Ooh. And Marshall with a long miss on the second.
Ooh, good defense there from the Red Ravens, though.
Good activity, good hands, way to not foul. They don't get the ball, but good activity on the perimeter.
Forcing the Thunderbirds to make plays quickly. You know, not letting them get anything too easily.
Yep.
And especially in an instance like that where after a missed free throw, you just run back down the court. Nope, Red Raven guards are right there to contest.
Excellent activity.
Ooh, good defense there from Marshall. Ball reversal.
Ooh, nice handle up top. Ooh, and a baby hook there. No good. Queen with the great defense and comes down with the rebound.
Good job by Queen to not leave his feet there. Would have been so easy to do so and draw that foul. Pull up Jay.
No good. Kind of a quick shot. Decent look.
Back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah. Both teams like to run.
Ooh, open man.
Yeah, they had him open. He's hit one already. Nothing but net. The set shot, 2 for 2.
He has found himself in some very good positions this first half so far.
Coffeyville's lead down to 1, 16-15 over the visiting Cloud County Thunderbirds. And it's going to be an off-ball foul. 6th on Cloud County, so the next foul will be free throws for Coffeyville. Miller setting a screen and picking up the foul.
Yeah, Braden Day just trying to work through that screen. Too much action with the hands.
Yeah, just kind of ran through him.
Can't do that.
Well, once you establish position, you're entitled to own that position. You can't just chuck somebody off of that. So 10-20 left in the first half.
1 point game.
Got the switch on the big man, Miller. Looking for Queen. They had him. They got the lob.
He's working in there.
Yep, little mid-range shot. Just rolls out.
I like that look, though. Again, an elbow shot from Queen.
You take that with confidence. You make a few, and the defense has to come out. It allows you to use your quickness to get to the rim.
Crucial part in this half. 3 ball goes up and in.
Well, and we talked about how they don't like Cloud really hasn't shot a lot of threes, but here they've made the last 3 they've taken.
Nazir Scott
and they missed deep. They missed Queen again. Multiple looks down there in the post. Jones dribbling to the baseline.
Red Ravens just need to set this one back up, get something going. Jones inside, up and no good. Miller.
Good activity. Didn't come down with the rebound, but the ball knocked off of Cloud. They own a 2-point lead here, 18-16, with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the first half. Dirk, it's been a good one.
Yeah, it's been a good one so far. Red Ravens find themselves down 2, but right in this game, both teams filling each other out.
Yep.
We can't allow Cloud too much motion or activity on the offensive side. We need to bear down with our D. And on the offensive end, just be patient. You know, try to find the open shot. Work with what the defense gives us.
Well, neither team has done much to separate themselves. Coffeyville was up at one point, up 6. Now Cloud up 2. Both teams trying to figure out personnel as well, because this is the first time these teams have seen each other. And in the junior college ranks, you don't have a whole lot of sophomores. Coffeyville has 4 that have played. Cloud County only with 4 as well. So both these teams trying to figure out who's good at what. We've seen Cloud shy away from three-pointers early in the game, and then they come out and hit 3 straight.
Yeah.
So it's certain personnel that are good at certain things. Both teams trying to figure out who does what and to shut them down.
Yeah, that's a very good point, you know. I like the rotations from Coffeyville as far as substitutions go. I think that'll help us down the road, not only in the season, but also within this game. And we just need to find who has the hot hand today. You know, who's going to be the one making plays.
Absolutely.
Let's ride that hot hand.
Yep, both teams adjusting their playbooks.
Well, and also, this Coffeyville Red Raven team gets a lot of scoring from a lot of different people. Washington averaging 15, Johnson 14, Jones 10, Rowland 9, so almost 4 people in double figures average. It's a good thing. I like to see that spread.
The Ravens on the court now. Washington, Marshall, Webster, Jones, and William Jefferson, a redshirt sophomore for the Ravens. Played a lot as his freshman year and had to sit out last year due to a knee injury and missed some time early in the year with a knee injury. So he's getting onto the court, first home game action he's had this year.
So happy to see Jefferson back on the court. Very happy for that young man right there.
Yep, and that's looks to be a blocking foul, maybe a reach on Cloud. So that'll be free throws for Washington, who's kind of caught down there in the baseline.
We're also seeing number 24, A.J. Webster, for the first time today. A part of that big man rotation. Very athletic.
Yeah, 6'8", good hands, long wingspan.
9:10 left to go in this first half. Washington with the couple.
But knocks down the first of the 1-1 to bring the lead down to 1, 18-17 for Cloud. Washington, an excellent free throw shooter, a good shooter overall, but makes his money as a pass-first point guard.
Up, and it's good.
Yeah, nothing but net on both.
Press applied by the Red Ravens. See what this can do. Good job by Washington to transition over.
Well, when you do a zone press, it's all about read, react, and recover. There, the guards, you can't just get beat and give up. That's how you give up easy points. Good job by Coffeyville. Ooh, and the mid-range jumper is gold again for Cloud. And that's Bird's second or third jumper from that range. The lefty looking confident.
You're exactly right. You know, Jefferson did everything he could. Good drive, up and good. Nice job there, Anthony Jones.
Well, he's deceptively quick, and he's got a good wingspan and a nice touch going to the rim.
Once he gets around the defender, there's really no stopping him.
Absolutely. Ooh, and almost a double, almost a reach.
Jones there for the defense, no good. Ball back up. Webster's going to come up with this one.
Yep, good activity from the bigs, good help defense. That's Washington with the ball on the right wing.
Up. Oh, good drive there.
Yeah, we're going to be shooting two, looks like. So see if he can regain the lead for the Red Ravens. 18-12 left in the first half.
It's an obvious Kansas bias here, but, man, this reminds me so much of Frank Mason and just how he would get to the hole and just draw that foul every single time.
Well, it's all about reading and reacting on how the defense is playing you. Washington short on the first. If the defense is on their heels, you can set them up with the crossover and get to the rim, and then the over-eagerness might draw the foul, or you're going to have an easy shot.
Smart players can exploit those.
Yep.
And up. And it's good. All right, so 1 point lead for the Red Ravens.
1 for 2. The Red Ravens have the lead back, as you say, Dirk, 21-20. And they are on the run. That's going to be a kind of a mid-court open court foul there by Marshall. That'll be the 6th. So both teams now in the bonus after this ball gets inbounded. Keith looking to be checking in probably for Marshall there. Yep, that's Marshall's second. So he's come in off the bench, gave him some good minutes, but picked up his second, so we might not be seeing him the rest of the first half.
Yeah, maybe not. I like his hustle, though, coming off of the bench.
Yep.
Like how he helps to set a tone. Drive to the middle.
Ooh, a little hop shot, no good. Touched. They're saying touched by Coffeyville.
Yeah, I thought Webster did touch that. I don't know why he didn't grab that, but.
Yeah, sometimes the referee will give you the ball just because they assume you didn't touch it if you're not going to go for it. There, the ball out of bounds, so it'll be Cloud ball underneath their own basket. The ball did not hit the rim, so 16 seconds left on the shot clock.
Good point there. Good observation.
I appreciate that, Dirk.
Because I wasn't quite sure.
Yeah.
And wondering if Cloud knows it or not. I'm sure their coach made them aware of that.
Yep, there's a 3. Oh, and the tip, don't follow, and 1. Great activity, no box out on the perimeter. And Jerome Kidd Jr. from Seattle showing us how Thunderbirds can fly.
Wow, that was very impressive there. You know, not only got the putback, which is demoralizing, but the and 1 as well.
Yeah, that's the first on Jefferson for Coffeyville, the big man.
Up and no good. Jefferson with the rebound, though.
Brings it down.
Like having him on the floor, just his presence overall. He's so tall, so tough. We need that down low.
Well,
Washington looking to set up.
If I'm not mistaken, Coffeyville has played 6 bigs in this ballgame
yes, they
already. Just the depth of this team, foul trouble, tired legs should not be an issue. Washington.
Look at that.
With the setup crossover. Basically, they just spread it out and said go make a play. The sophomore point guard, star of the team, 15 points a game, knocks it down. His first basket of the ballgame.
Ooh, excellent defense right there. Nice job. Jones just came over.
Yep, they're saying the size 14s were on the line. But excellent hands, good activity. Webster, nope. We got some confusion of who's checking out of said ball game, but that'll be Josh Hill checking in, and a timeout for Cloud as Coffeyville owns a 1-point lead as they're going to be having the ball out of bounds. 25 on the shot clock. 7:08 left to go in the first half. Dirk, what do you think?
I'm thinking that it's been a really good game so far. I'm wondering who is just going to come out and dominate. Who's going to take this game over, or will we see a back-and-forth trench warfare the rest of the game? I'm not quite sure. I think one of these teams have the potential to bust it open. I think it could be the Red Ravens. I'm hoping it'll be the Red Ravens, that's for sure.
They've got some star power.
And I think Washington just needs to keep on keeping on. You know, keep doing what he's doing. Get the defense on their heels a little bit. Force them to make some reactions, make some decisions. Once they come to pick him up, you know, drop it off to a big man down low or whatever it might be. But it seems like he is the conductor right now, and so we just need to ride the hot hand.
Well, he's the type of guy, again, I mentioned he's a pass-first kind of point guard, but if you show some scoring mentality, as he's done here in this ball game, it opens the floor up. Either he's going to get his points and his buckets, or the other team is going to have to change up their defensive style. Nice little baby hook there on the block to give Cloud the lead.
What a tough shot
24-23. Washington for three to answer, and he does. His first three of the ball game.
I'm telling you, Zach Mitchell, he's the hot hand. We better ride him.
Yep, and he's going to have to move into a scoring position there, which could open up the offense, given how good he can pass. If Cloud's got to give more attention to him, this Coffeyville offense could really open up. They have a 2-point lead, 26-24. 6:39, a long three, no good.
Well, and the defense went into a zone there.
You don't see it often from Coffeyville.
Yeah, not too often. Gave him that long shot. Playing the odds there.
Yep.
Jefferson inside. Maybe too much mustard there. Webster unable to handle it.
Yep, a little bit too hot.
But I like the look there, though. We need to start playing more of that high-low game.
Yep, and that ball out of bounds off of Cloud. Good activity from Keith. And Roland's going to be checking into the ball game. Jefferson is going to sit.
Well, let's see what Roland can do here. He had a lot of activity early.
Yeah, took a couple of shots. He's definitely got the touch. He's got 9 points, again, his average on the air. A good score. One of the top scorers on last year's team. Just there's more weapons on this year's team.
That's a very good point. Washington up.
Wow. They just carving him up. I know Turkey Day was 2 days ago.
Look, that's a great pun right there from Zach Mitchell, folks.
Don't encourage me.
Quality basketball and quality commentating on that. Nice. Left-handed stroke.
Wow. And that's just an all-day thing. And some contact. Looks to be ball off Cloud. Yep, as Jackson gets the score table involved in the ball game. You don't want him falling asleep down there.
Well, Brayon Jackson, excellent hustle there.
Yes, absolutely.
A lot of credit to him.
220 came charging down at the PA down there.
Marlon Thornburg was not thrilled to see him coming at him at 5 to 10 miles an hour.
Yeah, the light flashing before your eyes. A big guy. Good hustle, as you said. Webster with the long two, just short. Nice rebound to Roland.
Excellent job there by Said. Great toughness.
Yep. And Coffeyville going big with Hill, Roland, and Webster out
I just
there.
noticed that. So Hill is the small forward, I guess.
Washington with the crossover jumper. Short.
Boy, that looked nice, though.
Well, and they got a breakaway dunk coming. And a thunder slam for Cloud.
Coffeyville defense just absent on that one.
Yep, nobody got back. When the point, and there's going to be a foul. So free throws to Webster. But when the point guard drives, somebody's got to rotate back. And I think that goes to, I don't know if Hill was in position because he's used to playing the 4 or the 5. So was kind of out of position down there on the perimeter.
There might be some confusion.
Yep.
Jay's going to get this worked out. Going to talk to Malik down there.
Yep.
Make sure the point guard has everything under control.
Washington with his first miss leading to the dunk. That gets Cloud within 2. Webster's first free throw, no good. 1-and-1. Nothing coming out of it for Coffeyville. That's 9 team fouls, though, on Cloud. So the next one in Coffeyville shooting at least 2.
Well, and hopefully we can take advantage of that.
You'd like to hope so if you're the coach. And a errant pass. That's going to be backcourt. Decent hustle from Sean Lee, but unable to secure it.
Red Ravens need to go ahead and take advantage of this right here.
Yep.
Start building this lead going into halftime.
Costly turnovers, and that's where Coffeyville plays so many bodies. They're always fresh, but the other team can get wore down with this pressure.
One of the key things that I think will help us throughout the season, our depth, that's for sure. Yep. So many capable bodies.
Washington with the crossover uses the screen from Roland.
Roland looking to go. He's got a.
Yeah, they tried to get the switch.
I was going to say he had a mismatch there momentarily.
Roland on the drive. Big man dribble, no good. Oh, and a spike. Remerson looked like he'd be comfortable on the volleyball court there, but unable to keep the ball in place. So another 30 on the shot clock for Coffeyville as they own a 2-point lead. 4:34 left in this first half. So we're almost done here, folks, in the first half. Coffeyville trying to get some points on the board.
Yeah, Cedric Roland. Nice screen and
nice
roll. He's
lob.
wide open underwards.
And he got too deep and no good. Really should have just went up with it when he caught it. A great pass from Washington.
Might not have known exactly where he was at.
Yep. Ooh, and a nice pass and another. Oh, they're saying it was off of Roland, so good recovery to knock the ball out, save 2 points.
Well, and even though he didn't finish there, still good action, still good positioning. They'll go back to film and look at that, but I liked how that opportunity came up so easily. We need to do the work before the pass gets there.
It's a learning moment, definitely.
Yes, that's for sure. Inbounds for Cloud here. That's close to 5.
Yep, and it's going to be a turnover regardless as Keith with the hands.
Red Ravens flying here.
Nice pass to Webster, who's unable to bring it down. Uses the dribble to steady himself as he's trapped in traffic. Rolling baseline.
And good job by him just to get it back out to Washington. Yep. Just reset this thing back up. 14 on the shot clock.
Yep, under 4 to go in the half. Hill out on the perimeter, not where he's a threat.
Two on the shot clock. Washington with the desperation shot.
And some contact.
Wow.
That's how they drew it up.
A lot of heart in that young man right there.
Yeah, that's just how they drew it up, Dirk. That's play number 3 for those of you at home.
Well, I'll take that. I think we will as well. Washington just willing his team to the lead right now.
And they really, again, Coffeyville packing it in. Again, rolling with the activity. Good hands out there on the perimeter and knock that one away. Queen checking in for Webster.
Excellent job by Sed there just to get into the passing lanes. He's relentless.
Yeah, good activity. Again, a good wingspan there.
So him and Keon Queen in right now. I like this duo in the middle. And still Hill out there as well. Yep. So some matchup problems for Cloud County.
They're playing zone here, and I think maybe Coach Herkelman worried about rebounding. In the zone, rebounding can be tough. You put an extra big in there, you don't have to worry about it. And if Washington's going to carry on offense, you know where the points are coming from.
And turnover from Cloud County there. A lot of
they've had
pressure from the Red Raven defense.
And their last few possessions have been turnover prone. Coffeyville owning a 4-point lead, a chance to make it more here. 3:12 left in the first half as Washington's really been the star of the show here.
Oh, definitely has. He's carried this team. He's led this team. Who's going to find that motivation from Washington? Who's going to be the guy that steps up and helps him out?
Yep, you got to get some points somewhere else. Keith out there, a sharpshooter, capable of putting some points on the board. Nice pass to Queen. Unable to bring it down, though, as just outside the wingspan of the 6'9" forward.
That zone threw the Red Ravens off a little bit.
I think so. And Washington had it. Oh, it would have been an extended 3, but he had an open look early in that shot clock, but wanting to move the ball around.
Well, and I like that decision there for sure. He doesn't want to be selfish. He wants to get his teammates involved.
Good job by Queen to wall him off, and there again, weak side board to Hill. That's where so many offensive rebounding opportunities come from. Hill quashing that.
Josh Hill like an Andre Iguodala out there or something,
Yeah. Rolling spin move. Goes up through traffic and good.
Excellent technical move right there. Played his defender's body. Strong enough to hold on to the ball, get it up and in. Cedric Rowland. That's what you can get from him right there. That's what he's going to bring to the game.
And that's the second foul on Braden Day, a freshman from Nebraska, and Rowland a chance to increase the lead to 7. They already owned a 6-point lead earlier in this half. And there, just rims out. So they tie for their largest lead going forward. 2:23 left in the first half. Coffeyville, both teams really playing zone here. Just kind of trying to force the other team to execute better than they are.
Yeah, and we'll see how it works out for both teams. Just need to find those gaps, just like we talked about in the girls' game.
And I think Coffeyville's in a 1-3-1.
I think that's right. Well, and all that height down low. I mean, think about that.
Yeah, well, and really they're playing their height on the perimeter. I think it's Queen. Now we'll have to see when they reset it. But Washington kind of playing free safety out there, kind of in the middle, looking to pick up some steals.
Dangerous pass there.
Yeah, they're in a 1-3-1 with the bigs on the wing, and Keith and Washington both in the middle, just trying to swap between. A nice 3-ball there, open shot, no good. You got to knock those down against the zone. As Keith's on the break.
Good defense from CCC. That shot clock went all the way down to 1. They held their ground, got a defensive rebound, and now we're on the other side trying to add to this lead.
144. Keith thought about it. Queen takes, drive, stripped.
Great defense from Cloud.
Good hustle off glass and good. Big man not giving up on the play.
Well, and Keon took a shot to the face there, but persistent with the ball, persistent in getting that goal. Good job.
I will say, I do like the no call. Cloud went straight up. They made a wall there. Just good activity there for Keon Queen, and he gets his 4th point of the ball.
Oh, it was excellent, excellent defense from Cloud. No doubt about that.
Yep. Oh, and a nice cut, and that's going to be a foul on Roland. He just turned his back, and there was no help defense there because the short corner was being occupied by Keon Queen. So that'll be Roland's 2nd foul. He'll be staying in the ball game, it looks like. Coach Ruckman not excited about that.
Good job by Alvin Thompson of Cloud just to get to the goal. You know, he saw that passing lane. He attacked it, and here he is with the free throw.
Yep, and that one looked good. Jones checking in for Cedric Rowland. A little more firepower on the perimeter now for Coffeyville, not as big down low. Coach Ruckman explaining to Rowland exactly what his mistake was there on that play.
Such a deep team. We're not just one-sided, two-sided, three-sided. We could throw a lot at you. Like you were saying, we could go pretty big down low. We could go 4-guard. I like that we have those options. Something that we haven't had in the recent past.
Absolutely. 2 pretty free throws for Cloud. Knocks the lead down to 6. Coffeyville up 34-28.
Zone again.
Under a minute to go. 55 seconds. Jones thinking about it. Washington pump fake. 3. No good. Kind of off balance there. 48 seconds. Cloud in transition.
Hey, good defense there. Nice job by number 23, Anthony Jones.
Yep, way to have active hands. 43 seconds on the game clock, 24 on the shot clock. And Dirk, Cloud has a chance here to really knock this lead down to 2 or 3 or 4 and really kind of get back, kind of put their stamp on this ball game.
They've stuck around this whole time, and there again, that left-handed sweet jumper.
And it's such a different play style when you can hit that mid-range jumper. They're can't give him room like that. It's a soft 10-footer as the lead falls to 4.
Ravens going to try to work this zone.
Hill, spin move. Ooh, some contact. 18 seconds on the shot clock, 25 on the game.
Washington going to throw this one in. Looks for Jones on the outside.
They were looking to get it back to the returner there for Washington in the corner. Nice job by Cloud to not allow it. Washington on the drive. Going to be shooting 2 at the line. He's just so quick, and when he gets a step, puts him on the hip. Kind of going for a floater finger roll there, but draws the contact.
Keeps the ball away from the defender by holding it out, about from his body. And again, once he gets you on his hip, he's gone. He's by you, that's for sure. And he knows how to finish.
2nd foul on Brayon Jackson, so he'll be checking out. Don't want to pick up a silly foul with 18 seconds left in the first half. Coffeyville still with a 2-possession lead, 35-30. So outside of something crazy happening, they'll go into halftime with a lead.
And I think it's definitely deserved, but some things we can clean up here and there.
Nice
execution.
Yep. Nice second free throw from Washington. The lead's back to 6.
15 seconds left.
Yep.
Trap on the corner.
A nice trap. And the ball caught between the legs of a Thunderbird.
That was a peculiar play right there.
Yeah, Jones with the good hands. Give him credit for forcing that turnover as Coffeyville's getting the ball back. 11 seconds to go.
Solomon Finley for Cloud kind of up in arms there. What the heck just happened?
They definitely didn't draw that up.
So 11 seconds here looking to add to the lead. Washington will bring it up. Queen, Jones.
5 seconds. No screen. Washington on the drive, and they're going to get him on the charge. His second foul. I don't know if his feet were outside the lane, but that's what they're calling.
You know, it makes me wonder, Zach, do the referees have a system? Because he definitely was set.
Yes.
But I don't know if the feet were outside the arc right there.
It's the blue arc, not the white one.
Do they have a system where one guy watches one, the other? But we'll talk about that. We're going to try to solve some of the other world's problems at halftime as well. 36-30 going into halftime. Guys, stick around. We'll be back in about 10 to 15. And we are back here live at Jay Herkiman Court for the start of this second half. Men's team up 36-30 after 1.5 of play. If you missed it, women earlier fell to the Cloud County Community College Thunderbirds.
Yeah, they never really were able to get it going on the scoreboard here at Coffeyville. 36 points at the half, over 30 for Cloud County. So Coffeyville not scoring at their average. The average over 80 points a game, but that halftime speech might have been legendary and might have got them woken up.
Legendary speech from a legendary coach. But, yeah, you're exactly right. Underperforming as far as our points per game total goes. However, winning the contest and just doing what we have to do to be in that position, it's going to be a scrappy game. It's going to be a more defensive game. But good teams find ways to win, and I think the Red Ravens are doing exactly that right now.
Well, you get to find out if you're a good team or not in this kind of situation, like you mentioned. Looks like Coffin went back with their original starters.
Yep, we'll have Washington, Keith. We'll have Roland.
Nice pass. Roland with a little step back.
Speaking of Roland.
And that was a nice little veteran move there, nice little kiss.
So easy, so sweet. And I mean, he has that in his arsenal. That's all day right there.
Yep. Ooh, and a nice answer back on the drive.
Yeah, good job there from 22 Solomon and Finley. Just a little lackadaisical on the defense there from the Red Ravens. Got to move your feet, got to stick with them.
Yeah, a little out of position.
And so here we go, 6-point lead. Roland gets it on the left-hand side. The show shot, turn around.
Woo!
All right.
And he's got it going. Opening 4 points of the half for Coffeyville, 40-32.
He's heating up.
Yeah, it took a couple minutes for either team to score in that first half. Here in the second, nobody's missed yet.
So both coaches at halftime, I imagine, wanting to crank up the pressure a little bit, the intensity as well.
Ooh, and that's T.J. Washington's third foul. Not a lot of contact. I thought the reach might have been on Jones. Instead, that'll be Washington, who was the star for Coffeyville. Remember, he picked up his second at the end of the first half on a charge, and they're picking up a ticky-tack third, so he'll be checking out for a while. Quan Marshall will be checking into the ball game.
Well, and you know, Quan Marshall, a quality substitute, but Washington's been the man of the game so far. That's a big blow for the Red Ravens.
Yeah, really had that offense running through him, so he'll be out. Ooh.
Play on the inside, left-hand block up. Good job by Roland just to stay straight up.
Yep. Everybody's up, everybody's down, and there's Roland with the ball.
All right.
Keith on the break.
Quan Marshall.
Nice looking three ball.
And there we go. Nothing but net on that one. Good job by Cedric Roland to play good defense, start the break. Good job by the other Red Raven offensive players just to fill the gaps, get in their position.
Yep. Marshall had a good first half off the bench here. He's going to have to play a lot of minutes with a three. And that's Coffeyville. That's the team's first.
And here we go. We see
lead.
The intensity.
Keith with the steal and the theft and the basket. 45-32. Coffeyville 13-point lead.
Wow.
Cloud really sloppy coming out of the break. And we've got an official stoppage in play. Unsure why.
What do we have here? Oh, now the band pulled out. Kudos to the band tonight. I like that.
Looking good over Thanksgiving break.
All right. I like that little song right there, little Dr. Dre.
Yeah.
All right, so back to the game here, Cloud County. All of a sudden, down 13.
Yep.
What a nice surge from the Red Ravens to start this second half.
It really is, and they were really active on defense, a lot of flying around. Corner three. That's going to be short, no good, but nice rebound, and that's going to be a foul. Coffeyville showing good effort on the initial shot, not doing a good job on that possession to close it out.
Long shots, long rebounds. Boy, that was from the corner there.
Yep.
Fortunate to get that rebound back. Did a good job of attacking Roland there. Red Ravens need to do a better job of cleaning up those boards.
Yep.
Or if not, just reestablishing themselves for secondary defense.
And the free throw goes down for Finley, and that was the first personal foul on Anthony Jones for Coffeyville. Second team foul. None on Cloud. Coffeyville again still sporting a double-digit lead. That free throw no good there. Jones getting the rebound, so cleaning that up.
Said his name, went and got it.
Yeah, good activity. Nothing else. It's just good stat padding.
High screen there. Unable to get anything going from it, though.
Looks to be a 1-2-2 zone, so look for the high post to be involved for Coffeyville. Cloud in a zone defense. Yeah, they ball fake. Nice swing and a three. No good. Good look, though, from Malik Keith, sophomore point guard. Excuse me, that was Quan Marshall, I believe.
Yeah, pass from Malik Keith, though.
Yeah, that's right.
Was able to find Marshall.
Ooh, and the ball goes in and out. Nice job, Roland, with the rebound. Some contact, no call.
Unfortunate roll there for Cloud, but good defense. And Marshall again.
Nothing. Nice rebound there by Hill. He's been quiet today. Kind of a quiet leader for Coffeyville, but he's tough
a worker's type day, a workman's type day, just doing his job.
Blue collar.
Yeah, that's a really good point
Jones
there.
Jones drives, another three for Marshall. That one no good. So he hit his first, missed his last three on the break, and a dunk. That's the third for Cloud.
Nice fast break there from Cloud County.
Yeah, and there we might be seeing the effect of not having T.J. Washington on the court there. Again, Marshall hit his first, missed his last three. Obviously not all his fault. Coffeyville just needs to get inside a little bit more.
So Cloud went to a zone late in the first half, doing so early in this second half, telling the Red Ravens, hey, we're going to give you these shots. Go ahead and make them. We'll see if you can make them or not.
A long three from Keith, and that one's good. And an excellent job by Marshall. He's missed his last few. Does a good job of pump faking, get into the lane, and a kick out. Granted, that's a long three from Keith, but he's capable, as we've seen. Good job, good team offense there.
Yeah, Malik Keith, he's got that stroke, that's for sure. He showed us last year and continued to show us this year as well.
Really stepped into it nicely.
And that's a big thing, I feel like. Sometimes the set shot, it's not in rhythm, so you're not getting your legs into it. You don't have full mental focus, but caught it in stride.
Oh, and a late shot clock.
Zach Mitchell.
Yep, and they're gonna say that was a shot clock violation before the whistle. I'm not sure which came first, the chicken or the egg, but on that one, it's going to benefit the Red Ravens.
I like scrambled eggs. I know that's for sure.
Yep. Did you have any this week?
Yeah, yes, I did. And when I say stuff like that, folks, you should see Zach Mitchell's face. He looks at me like, what are we talking about? What are you talking about here?
Yeah, usually I'm a fan of it, and that one I was. Scrambled eggs, good breakfast. Coffeyville, 13-point lead, 15 minutes to go in the ball game, so a quick second half so far. Jones, nice pump fake, gets into the lane, and it's going to be a block. Yes, his feet were on the line, the referee says. So Jones shooting two. He's got, we mentioned it in the first half, but he is quick on that drive.
Yes, he is. That was an excellent drive right there. Got around his man, and there was no stopping him from there. The defensive player did a pretty good job, but I don't think they were established, and I don't think they were outside that arc. So he knows what he's getting when he drives in. He knows he's going to get a little bit of contact, and he's skilled enough to also be able to finish plays like that as well.
And it looks like we're going to have a line change here for Coffeyville. 5 subs coming in. It's going to be Queen, Miller, Benton, Johnson, and Washington, again, with 3 fouls. So the sophomore guard checking in. He's going to be waiting for Jones to see if he makes this. Nope, they're going to just all come in.
Looks like Benton will stay back.
Benton and Johnson, first action of this ball game. So, again, Coach Erkelman going deep. I think he's played 12 players at least in this ball game.
This is impressive. I like this a lot, to tell you the truth.
Some fresh legs as Jones knocks down his second. So a 14-point lead for Coffeyville. Some breathing room allows him to bring in some subs. Granted, these guys are not your normal end of the bench fare.
Exactly.
Casey Benton, a freshman, starts most games, and Johnson was their leading scorer at one point in this season. So that's number 4 for you guys as he gets beat off the dribble. Nice help defense from Miller.
What a nice move initially.
Oh, another good attempt on defense as the reserves give up a couple of offensive rebounds and an easy drive. That's not going to earn you any extra playing time. As an and one opportunity for Cloud is on its way. 14:44 left in this second half. 12-point lead for Coffeyville, 49-37.
The Red Ravens here with the lead. Can't be lackadaisical, though.
No.
They have to realize there's a lot of time left. Still need to step it up on defense. Still need to talk and communicate. Make sure they're switching on screens and make sure they're picking up those rebounds.
Absolutely, and they're going to need to, again, it's the defensive rebounding that if you want to earn playing time, you guard your guy well, you don't turn the ball over, and you secure those rebounds. You do that, and you will get extended minutes. You don't do that.
Yeah, you'll find yourself on the bench. That's exactly correct.
And Marvin Johnson takes a spill near midcourt, rights himself. Washington on the perimeter again. A 1-2-2 zone here for Cloud County. So ball movement. Johnson gets into the lane, draws contact, and a soft touch on the drive.
Nice athletic move there from Johnson. Got himself into the lane, went up in the air, was able to withstand the contact and put the ball in.
Yeah,
Goodness gracious.
There's some, and then they just leave a wide open three-point attempt. Benton with the rebound. They've got numbers 4 on 2, and he throws it to nobody.
You can't let those types of plays just go to waste like that.
No.
I saw where he was going. I think he expected him to continue down the court into that corner, but just don't want to give those away.
And Coach Erkelman clapping his hands, telling his guys to wake up a little bit. Going back to Johnson, who has scored the last points for Coffeyville. He might be the best athlete on a team of good ones. And Queen's going to be called with the block. Looks to be a shooting foul. So Queen caught out of position, and you just kind of gave a hip check. And that's an easy call for any official at the college level. No, it's going to be out of bounds. So before the shot, under 14 to go in this ball game.
Well,
51-38.
And for Queen on that one, just late to the spot. That's really all it was. A little too much body down low. Too much hip action. Just needs to be a little quicker with his feet.
And it was on the drive, not the shot, they say. And another mid-range jumper off the inbounds play, and that's just too easy, Dirk.
Has that guy missed one? Bird and having an excellent day so far. Seems like he's always popping up everywhere with that smooth left-handed shot.
Well, that's just a miscommunication there. And Johnson missed Miller in the block. And Benton
Keon Queen as well.
Yep. And Johnson with the 3. And Washington does a good job of not being kind of careless. And a block from Johnson, but body down low, and that's a foul. And Coffeyville, really, they came in with a 14-point lead. Now Cloud has a chance to knock it down to single digits.
Brought in fresh bodies, did Jay Herkelman, but kind of seeing the intensity slow down a little bit, lag a little bit.
And they might just be buying time for his main quartet of players on the bench. If they can keep a lead, maybe you get down to 8 minutes left in the ballgame, and that's the group with fresh legs Jay Herkelman might go with, provided you keep the lead. Second free throw is good, so like you said, it's now a 9-point game, 51-42, 13-20 left in the ball game.
So we'll see a weave out here on the key. Down to Washington. Washington thought about it.
Yep, nice pass to Miller, knocked out of bounds. Oh, they're staying off Miller.
Oh.
And that one's going to be corrected. 30 seconds on the shot clock, possibly. And, they're going to keep it here.
Good call there.
Proper call. And that's the point where you applaud the officials as a team, because one guy had the wrong call. He allows the referee with the right call to override him. That's just good teamwork by the officials.
Yeah, that's a very good point there. Good
Benton.
dump off there, Casey Benton.
Slow release on the 3, doesn't matter.
His first action of the day, making it a positive one.
Flushes the lead, and that's Johnson's second foul real quick, and that will be the 6th team foul on Coffeyville, so free throws the rest of the way as we have 13 minutes and 1 second left in the ball game. So 6-1 team foul disparity in favor of Cloud County.
Crowd letting the rest know about that as well. Yep. I'm not quite sure where the contact came from there.
Well, it came early, and they didn't call it, and then after that,
seemed like they made up for it.
Exactly. So I'm not 100% sure.
Hey, and Zach Mitchell's one of the most honest guys you'll ever meet. So if he said it, it must be true.
Well, and Dirk's the biggest liar in the world. So
wow.
No, I'm just kidding. And a nice rebound by Benton.
Who's going to push this one up?
Johnson,
good job by
nice
him.
Touch pass to Queen. Off Coffeyville, they say, and Herkelman not pleased. And they're going to have another community fireside chat for the officials. And it's got to be Coffeyville ball, and that's the way they're going to call it.
There we go.
Herkelman gets his way. Washington already on the sideline, ready to inbounds the ball.
Hey, and these guys are human, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
And like you said, good teamwork.
Cloud still in a zone. Johnson to Washington. Thought about it. back to Johnson. He's going to play with him a little bit. Benton, baseline, and that's going to be
nice.
A charge going the other way. Was he set? We don't know, but he's outside the arc. Benton picks up his first.
Well, and the Coffeyville coaches are telling Benton, keep doing it. Keep driving.
Well,
but
yeah.
What was he said? I just don't know. We don't have the luxury of, some of the technology advancements that they have, with the big boys. But
to be honest, I would like, as Cloud brings the ball up, to get rid of the charge call altogether. I think that should have been a no call. He makes it or he doesn't. If there's not enough contact, either way, nice hands by Queen.
Yeah, that's a good point.
It would just be nice if they just got rid of the charge call altogether because there's just too much confusion and too much back and forth.
Nice crossover there from Cloud.
And it's going to be the 8th team foul on Coffeyville, a blocking foul on the drive on Queen. So I'm sure the fans here soon will start to look towards that scoreboard. And that's the 3rd on Queen, so 3 on the freshman forward. And it looks to be Anthony Webster is going to be checking into the ball game. AJ Webster, excuse me. 12:04 left in the ball game, 54-42. So Cloud with the opportunity to knock this down to 10.
First one up and good.
Some really good free throw shooting in this ball game.
Yeah, definitely
Both teams doing a great job of making them count when they get to the line. Again, Cloud going to have a lot of opportunities. Already 8 team fouls on Coffeyville. Only 1 for the visiting Thunderbirds. 2 for 2 goes Cloud from the line, so 10-point lead to Coffeyville.
Well, and I think that just goes to show the Red Ravens need to get to the hole more. They just need to start working it, get into the lane.
Well, and again, Cloud in zone, so that might have something to do with the foul disparity.
Well, and that's a very good point as well.
Oh, and a nice pass and attempt. Miller, too strong. Nice dish from Benton. It's still Coffeyville ball.
Excellent job there by Casey finding the open man. Miller maybe just not exactly ready for it.
Well, there he didn't go down with it, which I like. But, and a sloppy pass.
Other way for Cloud County.
Oh, and then it looks to be just loses the ball out of bounds. And frustration hits the stanchion. But good job by Johnson to get back into a defensive position, not go for the steal or the block, just kind of walled the path to the goal off.
He got to the spot quicker.
Yes, that's what they teach you in Little League basketball, to beat your man to the spot. Johnson quick enough to do it.
Exactly right. And so Washington's going to set this one up.
And again, Cloud just in that 1-2-2 zone. Nice corner 3 from Benton. Misses.
Nice looking shot, though.
And Johnson almost came down with a steal. And he does come down with a steal.
Thievery there.
Behind the back pass.
Ooh,
lead to Washington.
Okay.
We got showtime in Coffeyville.
I like that right there. Good defense by the Red Ravens. And then on that 3-on-1 break, finding the open man, here's Washington again.
Yep, and that's going to be an open court foul. Probably saved 2 points, so a good foul. Bad turnover. Second team foul on Cloud. 12-point lead for Coffeyville as we near 11 minutes to go in the game.
One of the biggest challenges, I think, with having such a deep team is finding who has it that day.
Absolutely.
Who has it that day. This group out here, they're finding it right now.
Mm-hmm.
At the beginning, whenever they came in, it was like, oh, no, get the other guys back in. But these guys are finding it.
Yeah, it's a nice problem to have as Johnson hits a 3.
Speaking of finding it.
Yeah, he's really woken up.
There we go.
Done a good job on defense. Again, he did not play in the first half, but he started games. He actually, at one point in time, Marvin Johnson was the leading scorer for Coffeyville. And this defense has really come alive. 59-44, the biggest lead of the ballgame. 15-point lead for Coffeyville. No good on the shot. Rebound, Johnson, and he's
running. All right, here we go. Miller to his left, Washington to his right.
Oh! Ooh! And the dunk attempt is no good off the front of the rim. He tried to bring poster town to Coffeyville.
Now, if Marvin Johnson would have executed that dunk right there, I think everyone would have fell out of their seats here at Jay Horkerman Court. I think everyone would have just done like a backflip and went on home after that. That would have been great.
It's one of those up 15. You take the dunk attempt. If it's a shorter deficit, you go for the layup there. The 3, no good. The tip dunk, no good. And Washington with the ball loses it in transition. Nope, he gets it back.
Good job by him.
It's nice being low to the ground. Benton thinks about the 3 on the drive. And again, you mentioned it earlier, Coach Herkelman, the coaching staff for Coffeyville, imploring Benton to use that quick first step he's got to keep driving there. He picks up another foul against Cloud. That's the third team foul, and it looks to be there's going to be a timeout. Coffeyville is going to take one. Again, up 15, 59-44, 9:57 left in this ball game. So Dirk Coffeyville, these reserves came into the ball game, two of which hadn't played yet in this ball game. Took them a little bit. But this 5 has really opened up this ball game.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They're aggressive, too. They're getting to the hole, like you said, Casey Benton, Washington as well. I like the overall rotation for this CCC team. He has a lot of options. And like I said, it's finding who has it today. Who's on their game today, who's more focused. And, fortunately for Coach Herkelman, today we have like 5 to 7 players who have really started to, get into the groove.
Well, Roland started the second half off pretty hot. Did a good job of scoring some buckets. Joshua Hills had some rebounds, done a good job of just being where he needed to be on defense. Keon Queen was active on defense, picked up 3 fouls, but he's had a good one.
I'm going to go ahead and put in Malik Keith as well. He hit a deep 3 earlier.
Well, and even Quan Marshall checked in, hit a 3, missed a couple, and then did a good job on defense and was able to buy Coach Herkelman some time before he could put TJ Washington, who has 3 fouls of his own, back into the ballgame. So players are doing things for this Red Raven team that allows this coaching staff to be real flexible with their lineups.
Sometimes coaches are wondering, where is the scoring going to come from today? Are we going to have the firepower? It's never a question of if, it's just a question of who, for this Red Raven team.
Johnson on the drive to the basket, and he's going to be picking up a foul. So that's 4 on Cloud, getting close to free throw time for Coffeyville.
Johnson is proving your point that you made earlier, that he's the most or one of the most athletic on this Coffeyville team, and maybe in the whole conference and nation overall.
Yeah, he's got a good first step, and that missed dunk attempt, notwithstanding, as explosive as anybody. The first free throw is down, and again, the lead crawling to 20 here. It's 16 at the moment, 60-44, and Coffeyville's offense, I think, has really awoken.
Yes.
They came into the half with 36 points. But I think it's awoken because of the intensity on defense.
Yes.
And it's something that Cloud with 44, and that's going to be, it could have been a foul on Miller, and they're going to get a kickball. Okay, the official had his hand raised. I thought they might have called a reach, but that's going to be a kick against Benton. So 26 on the shot clock, but Coffeyville just playing a complete second half so far. 9:45 left in the game. They've got a lot of time left to play.
A complete second half, I think, is the perfect description.
And a mishandle. Johnson to the cup. Air ball.
Ooh, no call there.
No, and a lob from Benton to Washington for the layup. Euro.
What great timing there.
Yep. Miller back on D. Nice crossover floater. No good, and the lid is heavily shut down on this goal for Cloud, and that one's going to break it loose.
Ooh, good defense there. Drive in and one.
Well, and Miller's going to be checking out of the ball game for that. Turnover and one, not good.
Have to be aware, of those defenders who are lurking.
Well, Coffeyville was on the run, and now the lead's back down to 15. Johnson and Miller will be checking out. Coach Herkelman not pleased with that performance. Webster as well. So it'll be Roland, Hill, Keith, Benton, and Washington, 4 starters out there for Coffeyville.
Great job by Johnson coming off the bench, though, getting his first action of the game.
Yep, we might not have seen the last of him. We've got 9-12 left in the ball game.
I hope not, personally. He's fun to watch, that's for sure.
He definitely came in, and it sparked him on both ends of the court.
Exactly.
Washington, again, Cloud back into a man defense here. Roland setting the screen. Hill been quiet. Scoreless in this ball game.
Hill with it now in the corner, makes a move.
Oh, and stumbles and falls, and his shot is blocked. Again, Coffeyville only with a 14-point lead. That lead can collapse in a hurry. Nice hands by Washington.
Second time this half he's been able to do that.
And Benton almost with the steal. No Ravens on the floor. Floater is good for Cloud, so an opportunity goes the Thunderbirds' way. The lead down to 12, and momentum to Cloud, and Coach Herkelman's going to take a timeout. That's a good timeout.
Yeah, good timeout by Coach Herkelman. We'll take one with him as well. We'll be right back with more Red Raven action. Back here live from Jay Herkiman Court. Red Ravens with a 12-point lead. 8 minutes left in this second half. Huge momentum shift here in the second half, too. Red Ravens coming out on fire.
Yeah, and Cloud's really answered the last few minutes. Again, the lead was getting close to 20, now down to 12. Keith thinking about the three. And it's only 8-10 left in the ball game, so Coffeyville with time on their side. Ooh, Roland, nice attack with the foul. Clean up top. I think they're going to get him with the body down low. But it's one of those, Coffeyville, I think for what they need to do is don't look at the scoreboard.
True, just keep on playing.
Yep, you got to keep playing hard. Play like it's a much closer game. And if you do that, you don't start getting into that moment where some of those young guys play not to lose.
I'll say this, too, about a deep team. I know I keep talking quite a bit about it, but with a deep team, it breeds a lot of competition, within the team. And so you're not going to get somebody who comes in and is just, punching the time slot there. They want to make an impact on the game. They're all fighting for playing time.
Yep.
So they want to make an impact, which makes for just a more solid team overall. So in a situation like this, we're up pretty big, but if you come off the bench, you want to make a statement.
Well, you want to keep earning playing time, and that comes both in games and in practices. I can't imagine what they have to go through just to earn a starting spot.
That's true. Very intense practices. Like I said, so much talent all across the board here.
Staple of a Herkelman program. Hill getting on the floor this time, and it's going to be a tie-up. That's going to be possession. Cloud County, on the previous defensive possession, Hill didn't get on the floor, and Cloud got 2 points. So
learned his lesson there,
He did, yeah. Well, he's a sophomore. He's been around the block a little bit. He knows what to do.
Yeah, very good point. Good job overall.
Yep, good hustle there. 5 seconds on the shot clock, so look for a quick three or a lob. This Cloud County team very athletic, so the
they
lob
are
always an option. Staple of a lot of top-tier programs in there. Oh, it's just a dump in to the rim, and they're going to get rolling on the foul. So that's the 10th team foul. 2 free throws coming because it was on the shot, but at least 2 free throws coming the rest of the way for Cloud on every Red Raven foul.
So initially, good defense there from said Roland, but that second time around, just a little too much body.
Yep.
A little too much chest, a little too much contact.
Well, and it came from he did a good job. Again, you mentioned of walling off the offensive player on the first shot attempt, but did not follow the ball in through a box out, and there allowed the offensive rebound, which meant he picked up his 3rd foul. And it's 7:39 left in the ballgame. Again, the lead back down to 12.
Left-handed stroke. It's been pretty all day, that's for sure.
Well,
he's got a good player.
He's got that mid-range game, so you know he's comfortable at the free throw line. As we've got a substitution. Benton checking out. Had a good second half.
Well, and I tell you what, this crowd acknowledging it as well. I'm happy to hear that, actually.
A veteran basketball watching crowd here in Coffeyville. They've seen a lot of good basketball the last couple of decades.
Good job by Casey to redeem himself a little bit there in this second half. Good job by the Red Ravens as well. Just got to keep this
Hill
up.
On the take and a block. I feel bad for the man trying to take a charge from Hill.
See, can you imagine him, just going downhill like that? Like I said, he's kind of like an Andre Iguodala type. He's not tall, but, man, he's big. He's a big guy. He's a strong guy, and he can create that space with his body, but he also has a pretty smooth stroke as well.
Yep, that's the first foul on Alvin Thompson, redshirt freshman from St. Louis, Missouri. And Hill's at the line. 7:29 left in the ball game. Now both teams in the bonus 6 fouls, so the next foul against Cloud. Coffey will be shooting free throws. And as the ball barely hits the front of the rim, Hill put a little too much finesse into it.
I was going to say a sweet stroke, but just didn't have enough oomph on it. Not enough mustard.
And again, Coffey will go in with their most veteran lineup. Hill, a sophomore transfer. Anthony Jones, a redshirt freshman. Malik Keith, Cedric Rowland, and T.J. Washington, both all sophomores who have played for Herkelman last year. Coffeyville kind of swiping at the ball a lot, trying to get in those passing lanes. It looked to be in a zone. So Herkelman going back to a zone for the second time in this ball game.
That's no doubt Zach Mitchell.
And that is a textbook charge. Again, Rowland set his feet clearly outside the arc and did a great job of not falling before the contact. If you lean before the offensive player gets there, they will call that a block because you're not really making a play on the ball. There, just walled him off, took the brunt of it, but did a good job. Hill.
Yeah, clearly outside of the arc. Great job of establishing himself. Cedric Rowland, got to give him a lot of credit as far as sacrificing his body for the team.
Absolutely.
Not always the easiest thing to do, that's for sure.
No, it really takes a selfless kind of character trait to be wanting to do that because it doesn't really show up in the stat books. Coaches pay attention to that, but you don't get points for that.
No. I had an old coach that would give you a free steak dinner every time you took a charge. But I don't know if Herkelman's paying for that or not, but –
wow, with inflation nowadays, that's a lot of money. Ooh, and a nice take. Cloud gets the lead back down to single digits, 55-64 is the lead for Coffeyville, 6.5 off the turnover from Washington.
Well, and some sort of fire needs to be lit under these Red Raven players. Just a lot of lackadaisical movements and just kind of ho-hum, just kind of going through the motions. Rolling
in the block, going to draw the foul up top. So he'll be at the line. Keon Queen has checked in for the aforementioned Joshua Hill, so a little bit longer lineup for Coffeyville. Queen at 6'9", Roland 6'8". Keith and Washington both shorter guards, but Jones out there at 6'5" on the wing.
Rolling with the first one up, and good.
Yep, the lead back up to double digits. 18 fouls for Cloud, 10 for Coffeyville. 6:27 left in the ballgame.
And remember, at one point it was like 7-1, 8-1.
It
so
was,
the fouls evening out now. And again, I think that is just a testament to Red Ravens getting their offense down, figuring out what works best for them, and despite the zone, still being able to get to the goal.
Well, and I think another part of the foul discrepancy is the fact that they haven't taken a lot of threes, Coffeyville.
True.
They've done more driving. Again, you credit Marvin Johnson and Casey Benton, who came off the bench. They hit a couple threes, but they did a good job of driving to the rim, drawing fouls. They've gotten the ball into the post.
That's true.
The big guys drawing some fouls. And again, turnovers put the other team at a disadvantage and out of position where fouls naturally happen. So Coffeyville doing a good job on defense to put the pressure on Cloud's defense to react. They have not the last few minutes, and so Coffeyville sitting with 11-point lead. It's through turnovers of their own is the reason the lead isn't larger.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that's something they can go back to and look at and try to perfect in practice. But as it is now, a scrappy game, and they're winning. They're finding ways to win.
Yep.
And we're getting closer to our scoring average. So even though the first half was tough for us, things evening out for us in the second. Stick to the game plan, and things will be good.
Coffeyville with 30 points in this second half. Cloud with 25, so the advantage to the Red Ravens. 6:19 left in the ball game, so not too crunch time yet, Dirk, but we're getting close.
I think this is definitely a pivotal time in the game.
Oh, and they missed the cutter on the back. It is that we get a three-pointer from Cloud, and that is good. And then we're going to get a quick timeout from Cloud.
Yeah, so quick timeout from Cloud. Pretty smart one as well. We'll take the break with them. So we'll be back just here in a couple seconds from Jay Herkelman Court in Coffeyville, Kansas. And here we are, 8-point lead for the Red Ravens. Possession as well.
6:05 left in the ball game. Ravens going with their same lineup.
Oh, 8-point lead. Sorry about that, folks. 8-point lead.
And we got the dribble weave. Ravens missed Queen on the post up.
Yeah, good post up by him.
Yeah.
Washington and Roland, maybe a two-man game here. Washington pulls back.
Yeah, they got the switch. Keith baseline. And they're saying it's an offensive foul.
Must have been a push off there with the elbow.
Yep. They're going to get that one on Keith.
Back in the game comes Casey Bitton. Now, that's an interesting case. Didn't play first half. Came out second half, I wouldn't say on fire, but did quite a bit in the short amount of time that he played.
That was pretty active. He's going to be checking in for Washington, who I imagine is going to get a very short break here. The star point guard for Coffeyville.
Washington, what a first half he had.
Well, and it might be the Benton substitution might be more for defense than offense. Granted, he can put points on the board, but at 6'3", 6'4", quick hands, long wingspan, he's definitely a force out there on the perimeter.
And good D here from Coffeyville, not giving anything up easily.
Oh, and an old school steal off, almost moving screen. And Roland was smart not to pick up the foul, but the lead drops to 6.
Yeah, Red Ravens need to be careful here.
And it goes back to defensive rebounding for Coffeyville, giving up some timely rebounds.
Keon Queen filling his man out, able to make space.
And a tip no good. Shot no good.
Oh, no call there.
Roland with some contact down low. The crowd letting the officials hear it, but he faded away.
Said Roland did everything right there. Like you said, just a little fade. 3 up.
Oh! And the lead drops to 1 possession.
Wow.
Coffeyville really falling off a cliff in terms of production lately and defensive awareness.
That was big.
Cloud coming out hot.
Call inside. Roland just trying to get position.
Well, and he's going to have an opportunity to extend the lead here from the line, but it is a 1-and-1 opportunity. 4:28 left in the ballgame, and I think some of the Ravens are eyeing that clock, hoping it goes down a little bit quicker. You can't do that, Dirk. You just got to play your game.
I was just going to say that, Zach. I mean, it's almost as if they feel like maybe they deserve this win or that the win's just going to come to them. That's not the case. There's still a lot of time left. They're going to have to keep battling, keep fighting. This Cloud County team going nowhere.
And the free throw is short. Mental mistakes for the Red Ravens, costing them late in the ballgame. Cloud doing a great job of putting pressure on the Red Ravens here at home in Coffeyville.
1 possession game, Cloud looking to tie it.
A 3 is no good. Queen, nice job tracking it down. Jones with the ball.
Yeah, great rebound here.
Keith thought about the 3. Jones will take the 3.
Yep. Excellent.
And
nice job.
Back up to 6. Some breathing room from the hometown Red Ravens. 4 minutes left in the game. That was some excellent ball movement.
And that's the fire I'm talking about right there, Zach.
Yep. We're going to get a walk. Yeah, just a little too quick. But again, Keith had a shot. He could have taken the 3 in transition. Did a great job of driving and kicking to the wide open Jones in the baseline corner.
Trying to find the sure thing. I like that.
Yeah, and he did a great job there to knock that down. Nothing but net. So the 3 ball helping the Ravens late. 3:49 left. Keith on the take. Again, picture perfect from 1 possession to go. There, Queen with the rebound.
Oh.
No good, and he cannot get the ball to fall through the hoop. Great offensive rebound on the weak side. Just couldn't get it to go off glass.
And, you know, if I'm talking to Keon right now, I'm telling him, hey, big man, don't dig down on yourself, you know.
Absolutely.
Stay up, stay positive because you're just off. You know, just a matter of angles, just a matter of centimeters. Keep working. That will fall eventually, that's for sure.
Yep. And the ball is tipped. Roland caught unawares. Nice recovery by Jones. Ooh, nice stutter step. And a block.
Nice job by Keith.
And the run out.
Queen.
Benton with the slam.
There we go. Good recognition by Keith, knowing Casey just needs a couple baskets to get on fire.
Yep. Well, and Coach Herkelman applauding his center, Keon Queen, who had the block and the rejection that helped the team get going on defense there. The lead up to 8. 3 possessions.
Drive
Roland,
in.
Contest. No good. Ball batted around. Benton comes down with it, and they're running. Keith on the break to Roland for the basket.
Nice. There we go. There we go.
And we got a timeout for Cloud County. The game's gotten away from them. 2:52. 10-point lead for Coffeyville.
And you know, Zach Mitchell, that's just all hustle right there. That fire that I said needed to be lit was lit, and it continues to burn. And look, the lead all the way back out to 10 points now. This is what you get whenever you're intense, whenever you stay aggressive. And with an athletic, skillful team like the Red Ravens, they almost just can't be stopped. You know, so many barrages, so many attacks. After a while, they're gonna hit pay dirt. They're gonna make baskets. They're gonna find it out.
And I think that's what Coach Herkelman's probably telling his squad. It's like, look, guys, if we get into position, if we play hard, if we rebound the ball, guess what? The game's pretty easy. They've went on a 7-0 run here in less than a minute. 2:52 left in the ball game, up 10, like I said, 73-63. But it's just about buying in and being where you need to be and doing what needs to be done. This Red Raven team's got a lot of talent, and again, you got to give a lot of credit to Casey Benton. Coming off the bench here, didn't play first half, and with an emphatic slam and a defensive rebound, has sparked this team.
This has been exciting. This has been a great second half. I'll tell you what, it's been up and down. I will say that it hasn't been a perfect half by the Red Ravens, but they're weathering the storm, and they're finding themselves, I feel like, as well.
Yeah, playing the full 40 is what Coach Herkelman is reminding his team needs to be done. You don't get to go to the national tournament just by showing up anymore. You got to earn it. Well, and this team has aspirations.
Yeah, that's a really good point. And just because you have a stacked lineup, doesn't mean anything as well. So, suffered their first loss of the season, and looking to bounce back from that. And I say have done a pretty good job. But we will see with this last 3 minutes. 3 minutes left to go.
2:52, and the clock is running. Coffeyville sticking with the same lineup.
Going man-to-man as well.
Nice corner three. Queen with the closeout, no good. And that one's going to roll in. Again, defensive rebounding an issue. But the Ravens were a little bit out of position. Some switching had to happen.
A lot of contact down there, too. Roland took a pretty big blow.
Now Coffeyville with a very careless turnover. Keith just took his eyes off the ball. And that's not what you want to see. 2:25. Now it's getting close to how many possessions can Cloud County get to get this game back in their favor. They haven't led for a long time.
Clock management will come into play here, that's for sure.
Absolutely.
Cedric Rowland out there on defense. Keith is going to track out as well. Two-man game.
Oh, nice help.
Yeah, great hedge by Rowland there. Another one.
And they're kind of looking for the three ball. There it comes. No good. Queen able to track it down. Nice hands by the big man.
The long arms of Queen able to bring that one in. That's an excellent job.
And it looks to be like Cloud is going to try to extend this ball game. Again, it's an 8-point lead, so there's 3 possessions minimum you need. Well, I guess it's 2 if you hit a couple of threes, but yeah, it's 3 possessions you need to even tie this game up. Jones here at the line, a good free throw shooter, 1:54 left. So Cloud trying to extend the ball game with the fouls.
Anthony Jones up, and it's good. Good job by him.
And again,
solid game so far.
It's just a matter of how many possessions, how much time is left in this ball game. A lot of math majors out there getting excited at this point because now their specialty comes into play. Ooh, 2 good free throws for Jones. The second one, nothing but net.
10-point lead with under 2 minutes to play. Any coach would take that. Pass over to the corner, sizes it up, and no good. Keon Queen unable to bring it in.
Oh, and they're going to get the foul. No and one. Queen unable to bring the ball down, some contact, and that one's going to be on, looks to be on Jones, the redshirt freshman.
Yeah, Anthony Jones wasn't able to stay on his feet there.
Nope.
Went up into the air and just kind of out of control with his body. Too much contact.
$75-65 is your score. 141. I imagine Cloud's going to come out in a press here. I don't know how quickly they're going to foul, but a lot of coaches sometimes if you want to foul immediately, some coaches say trap a couple, see if you can get a steal. Of course, you don't want to give up anything deep and easy points to Coffeyville as the lead dropped to 9 after that free throw.
As a coach, you have to know your personnel, and what you're capable of doing. You'd like to see some pressure here. Missed free throw, though. Good job by Rowland. Excellent job to sky ahead and get that one.
And time coming off the clock. Nice job by Coffeyville.
Excellent job by Malik Keith there. Poised.
Spreading it out.
Rowland sets the high screen. Keen
Jones
coming over.
Baseline. Scoop and a score.
Nice job there by Anthony Jones.
It's that first step. So tough to guard. The lead up to 11. And fouling, the opposite of what you want if you're Coffeyville. So 2 free throws guaranteed coming to Cloud. It was on the floor, but with 10 team fouls apiece to both teams, it's going to be free throws the rest of the way. 77-66. I believe that's on Jones's third.
Yeah, I think that's going to be on Jones. You know, just trying to play some good defense there. But like you said, don't want to have too much contact. But it's kind of tough as a player, though, Zach, because you don't want to give him the easy shot, right? I mean, you don't want the coach all over you.
No, you don't.
For being too soft on D, but you don't want to do too much as well and give him free looks like this. Oh, man.
An unsatisfactory attempt there.
Well, and Solomon Finley, a great stroke, has had a good game, but he missed everything on that one right there.
Yeah.
Ooh, and
the 2 misses, not what they needed.
No, not at all.
Nice rebound by Queen as Keith will bring it up.
That's a big blow for Cloud. I mean, those are free shots right there.
Yeah, well, that's points you got to have. And a reach, and free throws coming to Malik Keith. Coach Herkelman pacing along the sideline.
Just about a minute left to go. Cloud County looking down toward the bench. Reinforcements, or what can we do here?
Well, you're going to need to make some threes and hope Coffeyville misses some free throws. That one, not what Cloud needed, but the lead pushes to 12, 78-66. 64 seconds left in this ball game, Dirk. And Cloud hurting. They're going to need some offensive firepower here pretty quick.
Coffeyville will concede the rebound if there is one. Just looking to get some defensive, looking to take defensive position here.
And a roll for an inbounds pass. And a dunk for Cloud, their 4th. And a timeout awarded to Cloud, I believe. Yep,
explanation there from the referee before there was possession. Timeout Black. So 79-68, just under a minute left to go. Perfect execution from Cloud on that last play, but is there enough time?
Probably not. With an 11-point lead for Coffeyville with 59 seconds to go, probably not. Crazier things have happened. TJ Washington will be checking into the ball game for Coffeyville. For it appears Casey Benton, who's been a star in the second half, has tweaked an ankle or something. So
that's not good. We don't like to see that, that's for sure. It doesn't look serious. However, we want Washington's experience out there, his ball handling skills out there, and we wouldn't want anything further to happen to Benton overall. We don't want to extend the injury. Looks like trainers are having a look at it.
Yep, he looked at it and okayed it, or there's nothing else to do. Benton's going to get up onto his ankle at least, so he's onto his feet. So at least he can stand. That's good for Coffeyville.
Yeah, definitely so.
And for him.
And he's joking around down there, too. I mean, he's laughing, talking to the other players, so
can't be in too much pain.
Nah, all good from our standpoint here. Cedric Rowland going to get this one in. Press from Cloud County.
Keith kind of stuck.
Don't see how that wasn't a foul there.
Yeah, and Rowland's going to get fouled, so the officials letting him play a little bit.
What's interesting to me, Zach, sometimes at the end of the game, Allah Sharon Collins in Memphis, the coach tells them to foul.
Yep.
They're trying to foul, but the ref just won't call it.
Yeah, well, and you got to foul. They're not going to give it to you every time. You actually got to do it. Rowland, the big man at the line. 54 seconds, so only 5 off the clock. So a good quick foul from Cloud.
Said Rowland cool and calm like a cucumber out there, no problems.
I think that's the first time he's been compared to a cucumber. Not that that's an insult or anything.
He's smooth.
Yeah.
Like the back of the spoon, that's for sure.
He's played really solid today. A lot of good rebounds.
I like how he stays emotionless for the most part. I mean, he just does his job. He knows his role.
He's composed.
Exactly.
Ooh, and again, Coffeyville just don't foul.
Oh, tough shot there, yeah. 9-point ball game.
Yep. Free throws is going to be important for Coffeyville. TJ Washington to the line. We haven't heard his name in a while because he's been on the bench resting. He's got 3 fouls.
So he found himself in foul trouble in the second half, but boy, would we even be in this if it wasn't for him in the first half?
Absolutely not. He really carried offensively the Ravens in that first half, not really with the pass, which is what he's known for around the conference, but with the shot. And he did a really good job of being under control and composed.
His tenacity overall and just his penchant for scoring. I mean, he wasn't going to be denied. He wasn't going to be stopped.
Exactly. He was driven and gave what the defense allowed, or he took what the defense allowed, 44 seconds left as the lead goes back up to double digits, 81-71, so Coffeyville about at their season average.
And that's good to see. I didn't think we were going to get there, so that's the sign of a good team, working things out.
Coffeyville scored almost 50 this second half. And another corner three. That one's no good. Long rebound. Cloud skies for it and loses it.
Tough scramble in the middle there.
Yep. Another three. Washington on the contest. No good. And a rebound to Keith on the run.
Keon Queen, good job there. Good hustle.
Exactly. I don't think he's going to get credit for the rebound, but did a good job of taking the brunt of that offensive rebounding attack as the shot clock has turned off. 15 seconds left. Cloud going to call it.
And here
82.
we go. We have the crowd on their feet, giving the guys a hand.
82-71 will be your final score. As the clock winds down, Coffeyville recovers from a loss earlier in the week against Hutchinson. Undefeated, still at home, 4-1 in conference play. And Coffeyville improves to 8-1 on the season.
So Coffeyville fans will be at Pratt on November 29th, but we'll be back home streaming live December 2nd against Seward County. So we wish you guys a good rest of the day, a good weekend. And for Zach Mitchell, my name is Dirk Andrews. We are Audi 5000. Peace.